final contender, please. And your name is?
Jeremy Beadle.
Your occupation?
TV presenter.
And your chosen subject?
London capital murder, 1900 to 1940.
In 2 minutes, starting now. What was the surname of the married couple who dined with the Crippens on 31st of January 1910, who were the last people to see Cora Crippen alive?
Martinetti.
Correct. In the first conviction, based on fingerprint evidence, a thumbprint found on which object helped to convict Alfred and Albert Stratton of a 1905 murder?
Cashbox.
Correct. Which chemical did Eliza Barrow's landlord, Frederick Henry Seton, use to poison her in 1911?
Arsenic.
It was. What was the profession of William Sproul, killed in 1909 by brothers Morris and Marx Reuben in Rupert Street, Whitechapel?
Second engineer.
Yes. What was the nickname of Herbert Ayres, who was murdered with an axe by two eccentric vagrants calling themselves Tiggy and Moosh near Scratchwood Sidings in May 1931?
Pig sticker.
Correct. At which hotel in Portman Street did 18-year-old pantry boy Henry Jacoby killed Lady White in March 1922?
Spencer.
Correct. Brides in the Bath murderer George Smith killed which of his wives in Highgate in December 1914?
Margaret Lofty.
Yes, in 1927, at which London station was Minnie Bonatti's dismembered body left in a trunk after her murder by John Robinson?
Charing Cross.
Correct. Whose last words on the scaffold in March 1903 were, "I've been looking forward to this," as he was about to be hanged for the Leighton murders?
Edgar Edwards.
Yes. In which Spitalfield Street, previously the scene of one of Jack the Ripper's crimes, were Solomon and Annie Milstein killed by Meyer Abramovich?
Hanbury Street.
Yes. On the 9th of January 1900, which woman was hanged for murdering her son at Dalston Junction Station?
Louisa Massett.
Yes. What was the surname of the three brothers from Farnworth near Bolton who were all hangmen?
Billington.
Yes. George Wolfe was the last man to be hanged at which London prison on 6th of May 1902 for the murder of his girlfriend Charlotte Cheeseman?
Newgate.
Correct. Which theatre had Percy Thompson visited on the night he was stabbed to death by Frederick Bywaters?
Criterion.
Yes. Which poison found in tartar emetic did George Chapman use to murder Maud Marsh, who was found dead at the Crown Public House?
Tartar emetic. That was the poison. Sorry.
Which poison found in tartar emetic did he use?
Arsenic.
Antimony. That was the last one, which was a pity because you got them all right until then. No passes. Jeremy Beadle, 14 points.
Thank you.
So that's the end of the first round. Let's have a look at the scores. In fourth place with 10 points, Natalie Cassidy. Third place with 11 points, Tim Rice. Second place with 12 points, Jeremy Edwards. In the lead with 14 points, what a close contest, Jeremy Beadle. So, round two now, the general knowledge one, and if there is a tie at the end of this round, then the number of passes get taken into account, and the person with the fewest passes is the winner. So, let's get on with the general knowledge round and ask Natalie to join us again, if she would, please. Now, you have been in EastEnders sort of forever, really, haven't you? Very long.
Over half my life, John.
Over half your
Yes.
life?
I started at the age of 10, and I've been there ever since.
Presumably people called you Sonia, do they?
Absolutely, yeah. Some people call me Natalie.
That's your mother, that's different,
Good
isn't it?
fans, yes.
So- It's an obvious question, forgive me for it, but you must become a bit typecast, mustn't you? Particularly if it's all you've done since you were
Absolutely,
five.
I totally agree with you. I think with soaps, I think it's very, very difficult not to become very recognisable as that character. When I leave, I shall just have to have a 5-year break and, you know, change myself. And
Now you
hopefully
say
do well.
when you leave, we don't have a scoop here, do we? You're not
No,
about
no
to,
scoop at all. I'm loving what I'm doing, but I think there's always, you know, time for new things.
So you don't see yourself becoming eventually a great-grandmother on EastEnders, with white hair and wrinkles? And...
No, maybe I'll pop back. But,
Well, you really must know each other terribly well. But aren't you all
Too
a bit
well.
bitchy towards each other?
no,
occasionally?
not at
No?
all.
Not at all?
You sound
Not
like a
even
news
little bit?
reporter sitting there, Johnny. You know.
Huh?
I feel like I'm doing an interview for a tabloid.
Sorry about that. We journalists are all the same, you know. We're typecast, that's the trouble. Right, you've got 10 points with your knowledge of Friends.
Thank
And
you.
it's a very close contest, so let's how you do with general knowledge. 2 minutes starting now. What name is given to the sleep-like condition adopted by some animals to survive the harsh conditions of winter?
Nocturnal.
Hibernation.
Hibernation.
Which Shakespearean heroine goes mad and drowns after Hamlet has rejected her?
Pass.
What is the largest city in the Canadian province of British Columbia?
Pass.
Sir Henry Tate, the founder of the art gallery that bears his name, made his fortune from an invention for cutting which foodstuff into cubes?
Cheese.
Sugar. Which French designer produced Madonna's costumes for her Blonde Ambition tour, including the famous pointed bra?
Jean-Paul Gaultier.
Yes. Which basic tenets of Judaism and Christianity first appear in Exodus chapter 20, verses 3 to 17?
I don't know.
What name is given to the symbol stamped on gold or silver to show that it conforms to legal standards of purity?
Pass.
Alexandrina was the first Christian name of which British monarch?
I don't know.
In which Oscar-winning film does Leonardo DiCaprio utter the line, "I'm the king of the world"?
Titanic.
Yes. What, according to popular legend, was Archimedes doing when he discovered the principle named after him, thereafter running naked into the street shouting, "Eureka"? What was he doing?
Don't know.
What is the title of A.A. Milne's stage adaptation of Kenneth Grahame's The Wind in the Willows?
I know this. Pass, sorry.
Which tongue twister is thought to refer to the fossil hunter Mary Anning, born in Lyme Regis in 1799?
Pass.
What is the alternative name of the fruit, the carambola, because of its shape when it's cut in slices?
Don't know, sorry.
What name is given to the outermost layer of the Earth that extends to a maximum depth of about 50 kilometres and consists of relatively light rocks? The outer layer of the Earth.
I know this. Is it the core?
No, it's the crust.
It's the crust.
It's the crust. Your other passes, it's starfruit carambola. The tongue twister was she sells seashells on the seashore. Toad of Toad Hall is, of course, Wind in the Willows. Archimedes was having a bath. Alexandrina was Queen Victoria's Christian name. It's the hallmark that you stamp on gold and all that, as you know. 10 Commandments, the basic tenets of Judaism and Christianity. Vancouver's the biggest city in British Columbia. Ophelia is the Shakespearean heroine. Natalie Cassidy, you have a total of 12 points.
Thank you very much.
And now Tim Rice, please. You've obviously spent a lot of time studying the solar system.
Yes, mainly in my childhood.
Oh,
so
really?
I should really have asked for the solar system as it was known in 1955. Because they very inconsiderately keep discovering new planets.
Because we have a new one now in the solar system, don't we? Or do we? Because it's not quite clear.
Well, they keep finding things and giving them strange names, because Pluto, which was discovered in 1930, was considered then very exciting. It was the 9th planet. And they always thought there was another one out there. But what is actually out there, or are out there, are hundreds and hundreds of bodies. And they're not quite sure what all of them are. There's comets, there's strange things called QB10s, there's Kuiper belt objects. I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there, and some of them are bigger than Pluto, so maybe we got Pluto wrong.
Maybe Pluto isn't a planet.
Maybe it's not, but it's only semantics. I mean, I feel rather attached to Pluto because it's been a planet for a rather long time. It seems rather unfair to demote it. And after all, it came out about the same time as Walt Disney's famous dog.
Well,
and it seems to me a great pity that we should lose that link between art and science.
Right. You think that that is a solid scientific argument?
Absolutely.
You have 11 points. Now, general knowledge. 2 minutes, starting now. Who used the royal we when she announced in 1989 we had become a grandmother?
Margaret Thatcher.
Yes. Which motorway is served by both the South Mims and Clackett Lane services?
The A1M.
M25. Who spoke at the opening of the Liverpool Institute of Performing Arts in his old school, having contributed financially towards the project?
Paul McCartney.
Correct. By what Italian name are the Dublin Bay prawn and the Norway lobster known when they appear on a menu?
Shrimps.
Scampi. A branch of which museum was opened by King Juan Carlos of Spain in Bilbao in October 1997?
Guggenheim.
Yes. Which player reached 6 Embassy World Championship snooker finals between 84 and 94 and lost them all?
Dennis Taylor.
Jimmy White. What term for a person who exerts total control over another comes from the name of the evil hypnotist in Georges du Maurier's novel Trilby?
Svengali.
Yes, pupils of which public school are known as Carthusians because the school was originally established on the site of a Carthusian monastery?
Charterhouse.
Yes, in Mexican cuisine, the name of which dish consisting of a rolled tortilla filled with various mixtures such as chicken or beans literally means plug or wad of money in Mexican Spanish?
Taco.
Yes, which member of the royal family agreed in 1998 to be patron of the Goon Show Preservation Society?
Prince of Wales.
Yes, in which city is Sally Lunn's refreshment house and museum the oldest house and a tourist attraction?
Dublin.
Bath. What name is given to the interest rate set by the Bank of England for lending to other banks, which is used as the benchmark for interest rates generally?
Minimum lending rate.
The base rate. Which district of London gained its reputation as the artistic quarter when Whistler and Rossetti lived there in the 19th century?
Soho.
Chelsea. Pierre Trudeau was sworn in as the 15th Prime Minister of which Commonwealth country in April 1968?
Canada.
Yes, you lucky people was the catchphrase of which Cockney comedian who lived from 1909 to 1989?
Tommy Trinder.
Yes, which drink derives its name from the German for wormwood, one of its traditional ingredients?
Beer.
Vermouth, or vermouth, as the Americans would have it. No passes. Tim Rice, 20 points.
Thank you.
And now, Jeremy Edwards, please. And what's the fascination with Johnny Depp all about?
Well, I think everyone should have a hero. Do you know what I mean?
He's a hero?
Yes, of mine, yes. I think he's an excellent actor, and I like his career choices. You know, he could very easily have been typecast, like you were talking to Natalie earlier about being typecast, and he's played away from type the entire time.
Do you want to do that, then?
I would love to be honest, yeah, I would love to have his career, he's fantastic. But it's very difficult getting anyone to give you chances to do anything different.
Because, again, we're back to the typecasting. I mean, you're a good-looking young bloke, and presumably you have
so bad
women
yourself.
falling at your feet or something, or
Oh, absolutely, yes. Yeah.
endlessly.
Yeah.
And your ultimate would be to be like Johnny Depp.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess, yeah. I think I'm not saying I'm nowhere near as talented as he is, but I think that's how you learn, by stretching yourself, by putting yourself in different situations, difficult situations, not taking the easy route.
Well, you knew a lot about him. You know a lot about him. 12 points. Let's see how you do with general knowledge. 2 minutes, starting now.
Oh, dear.
Which single by the Undertones was John Peel's favourite record and was played at his funeral?
Teenage Kicks.
Yes, which busybody spinster solves crimes in the picturesque village of St Mary Mead?
Miss Marple.
Yes, the name of which type of radiation is sometimes abbreviated to UV?
Ultraviolet.
Yes, the lighthouse on Longstone in the Farne Islands was the home of which 19th century heroine?
Emily Bradley.
Grace Darling. Which business organisation is known by the initials CBI?
Pass.
In which American city were the 2002 Winter Olympics held?
American city.
Salt Lake City. Which breed of spaniel got its name because it was originally bred to flush out game birds such as the woodcock for shooting?
Cocker Spaniel.
Correct. Which type of music did the pianist Jelly Roll Morton claim to have invented at the start of the 20th century?
Jazz.
Yes. What did the Romans call Mare Nostrum, meaning our sea?
The English Channel.
Mediterranean. For which couture house has Karl Lagerfeld been the designer since 1983?
Chanel.
Yes. How is the Greasy Grass River, scene of a dramatic Sioux victory in June 1876, better known to Americans?
Nob Hill.
Little Bighorn. Who played the title role in the 1998 film versions of Dr. Dolittle set in San Francisco?
Will Miller.
Eddie Murphy. In which English city did the Metrolink tramway system open to the public in April 1992?
Sorry, which city?
In which English city did the Metrolink tramway system open to the public in April 1992?
Manchester.
Yes. Who invented pancake makeup with his father so that actors would not appear green in colour films, and later he mass-produced it? So you can take a guess at it.
Uncle Tom.
Close. Max Factor. You had one pass. CBI stands for Confederation of British Industry. Jeremy Edwards, 19 points. Jeremy Beadle, please. Now, this is a pretty ghoulish subject. You're seriously into murderers, Jeremy.
Well, I don't know why people say that, because the country is into murder and crime. You can't open any newspaper without a dozen reports of crime. Television, the staple diet is murder, crime. Books, murder, crime. That we are interested in murder and crime. I always take great heart from Gordon Honeycomb, the newsreader, who
Indeed.
wrote 2 splendid books on murder. And he said all good stories involve either marriage or murder. And quite frankly, Jeremy, I prefer murder.
Or both sometimes, of course.
Well, quite.
You do find some humour in this as well.
Oh,
there is a real gallows humour, isn't there?
Certainly. I mean, William Palmer, the poisoner, on the scaffold, the executioner asked him to step forward, and his last words were, "Are you sure it's safe?" I mean, yes, I like that. There are great tales.
There's a rather horrible story about a murderer called George Apple.
Oh, George Apple. There he is. He's about to go into the electric chair in America. And he turned round and he said to the reporters who were witnessing the event, and he said, "Gentlemen, I'll give you your headline tomorrow. Baked apple."
Right, 14 points. 20 is the score to beat if you are to become a celebrity mastermind. 2 minutes of general knowledge, starting now. By what name was John Reed, the masked adventurer of the American West, better known?
The Lone Ranger.
Yes, Iberia is the national airline of which country?
Spain.
Yes, who led the Scots in their victory over the English at the Battle of Bannockburn?
William Wallace.
Robert the Bruce. The incorruptible lawyer Atticus Finch is a principal character in which classic American novel?
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Correct. The drink Black Velvet was invented in 1861 to mark the death of which member of the royal family?
Prince Albert.
Yes, what term is used for a small group of voters selected by political parties to test their reactions to various policy issues?
Oh, a taste committee.
Focus group. Which theatre was the home of the National Theatre from its opening in 1963 until it moved to its permanent site on the South Bank in 1976?
The Old Vic.
Yes, Marianne is the French equivalent of which male symbol of Great Britain?
Which male symbol of Great Britain? John Humphreys.
John Bull, whose memorable words "they think it's all over" were used for the title of a BBC quiz show?
Kenneth Wolstenholme.
Correct. Which legendary Christian martyr is popularly regarded as the patron saint of travellers?
Christopher.
Yes, the now extinct solitaire bird, native to some islands in the Indian Ocean, was closely related to which other extinct bird?
Dodo.
Yes, in children's literature, which resourceful animal arranged for the marriage of his impoverished master to the king's daughter by pretending that he was the wealthy Marquess of Carabas?
A lovely question. Toad of Toad Hall.
Puss in Boots. Which 4-letter word for a dining room for soldiers can also mean untidiness or confusion?
Sybil Shepherd.
Mess. Which American architect's works include Falling Water, a house built in 1936 over a small waterfall in the Allegheny Mountains near Pittsburgh?
Frank Lloyd Wright.
Yes, who made a swift return to Tony Blair's cabinet when he was appointed Secretary of State for Work and Pensions after the 2005 general election?
Frank Carson.
David Blunkett. And no time for any more, but you've had enough time. No passes. Jeremy Beadle, 23 points.
Thank you.
So that's it, and here are the scores. In 4th place with 12 points, Natalie Cassidy. 3rd place with 19 points, Jeremy Edwards. 2nd place with 20 points, Tim Rice. In 1st place, he just made it with 23 points, Jeremy Beadle. There it is, Jeremy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Another one for the shelf. Well done.
With pride, with pride. Thank you.
Absolutely. I hope you've enjoyed Celebrity Mastermind. Do join us again. Thanks for watching. Good night.
For more celebrities in the spotlight, tomorrow evening at the earlier time of 6:30. EastEnders next on BBC One.
Discover more BBC radio stations at the touch of a button with a DAB digital radio. More stations mean more options to find something that suits you. What do you feel like hearing?
He's the one who did it.
He done a smile at me. I was about to do acting, and he done a smile at me.
Something's wrong here. I'm going to bother his dad.
Classic cock-ups this Christmas
Voice down.
on BBC Three's Outtakes. Tonight at 8:30 on BBC Three.
The one for Christmas.
Good evening. Now, you may be thinking this weather is only any good for darts and snooker, but the good old British footballer and the few enthusiastic foreign ones are out there shivering in the cold just for our entertainment. Bless them. On Match of the Day tonight, we'll have action from all 7 games played, so make sure you join us here on BBC One at 11 o'clock.
Are you the kind that sees signs, sees miracles?
What you're about to see may disturb you.
You can't ignore the signs after EastEnders on BBC One.
So now on BBC One, Johnny Allen, what a pain in the neck. And boy, doesn't Sharon know it.